keep more money in your pocket as a rental property owner. If you pay a property manager, you can say bye-bye to at least 10% of the gross rents every single month. You can manage your own rentals to stay in control of your asset and your dollars. In this video, I'm going to show you 5 reasons why you should do this part yourself. I'm Amy. I've been a property manager in our family rental property business for over 30 years. In that time, I've dealt with about every kind of tenant and situation you can think of. And I want you to learn from our mistakes. I want you to feel confident in running your rental property and build your wealth and attain that financial freedom you always wanted. The fact is that no one will ever care as much as you do about this property and how much money it's making. Only you know the true goal of this asset and what it's supposed to do for you. And you are the one that ultimately pays the price for a property manager putting the wrong person in there who doesn't pay on time or who doesn't take care of the property. It's time to get in control. Secondly, you will never understand this part of the process until you do it yourself for a while. I would recommend that until you have over 4 units at least, that you do this yourself. No property manager is going to tell you every little thing that's going on. This is how you're going to learn how to take care of your property. This is how you're going to understand how to do it better next time. There is a little bit of trial and error here, but I know you can do it, and I'm here to teach you how. I'm not going to lie to you. Property managers do bring something to the table. It's skills, experience, systems. But remember, they're dealing with at least 100 units or more, sometimes 200 or 300 units at a time. They don't have a lot of time for your thing. So it's going to get a very specific amount of attention each month. And other than that, no one's going to think about it. But you can learn these things and you can develop your own systems over time. Before we get to the last points, let's do a little bit of math. Let's say you have a rental and it brings in $1,200 per month. So every month, $120 will go to the property manager and you will get the balance of it. So let's multiply that then by 12. So that's $1,440 that could be going into your pocket instead of theirs. If the property was in good shape and you put a good renter in there, there's really no reason why it should be so difficult receiving the rents and dealing with that every month. You are going to work for that 10% every month in the beginning because you're learning, but over time, you're going to get that 10% and it's going to be worth it. If you make it easy for yourself in the beginning and get the right people, it's going to be pretty easy money until the day where they move out. And then that's a whole nother set of systems and experience that need to come into play. Now I'm going to show you how to put these pieces together if you'll stick with me on this channel. I would love it if you would hit that subscribe button and stick with me through the work. And on to our last 2 points. Sometimes, unfortunately, there just isn't a lot of cash flow available for you to be paying a property manager. So the fact is, don't feel like you have to sell the house. You can be the property manager. This is a way to get it done. Let's say that you inherited the house and there's not a lot left over, or you bought it with not a lot of cash flow. Move forward with the house and at least keep the money in your pocket. But Amy, I don't have time for all this. I have other things to do. You have enough time for this because if you put the right person in there, it's just not going to take that much time. You're imagining that tenants and toilets are big hassles that you deal with on a weekly basis. And the fact is, it isn't. Even with lots of rentals that I manage, I just don't have that many calls all the time. I've trained tenants to tell me when there's a problem so that we can have small problems, say small problems, and big problems don't appear. I want to know what's going on with the property. I would rather they tell me about all these little things. Tell them to do it by text instead of phone calling so that I have a record of it that I can refer back to. I've trained my tenants how to properly communicate with me. It really helps. Being a property manager is knowing how all the pieces of the system work together, and that's what makes it go smoothly. But you can learn this. You're going to work for that 10% every month in the beginning, until you figure these out. So I want you to follow my next video. It's going to be about the different pieces of the puzzle that you're going to need to learn about. We'll see you in the next video.